Last time on Vie Flottante, we hiked on the dunes and discovered a unique-looking creature on the dunes at Pismo Beach.
I saw those dunes, it's like got distracted. It's really bizarre looking.
That alien.
Alien.
See, people are holding their trailer in here now on the beach. Have you gone by the sea? I put my whole heart in it. This time on Vie Flottante, we have an awning and slide toppers issues.
So the issue we had with this awning was it would go all the way out, but when you retract it, it would only come back half a revolution and it'd stop.
Hi,
how you doing?
Welcome back to our channel.
I'm Mark.
This is Rebecca. We are
Vie
Vie Flottante. And thanks for subscribing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And if you haven't yet, don't forget, check down below.
Yeah, subscribe now. So this channel is all about our full-time RV living experience, and since we like to do like a riding motorcycle, scuba diving, and photography. So if you are interested in those topics, don't forget to subscribe, okay? And also we have a Patreon community. So we only share very secret things
New video for that, huh?
Yeah, secret things video on our Patreon community. Don't forget to go to our Patreon community to sign up. We'll have a link down up there, okay?
In this latest video, what we're going to show you are things that every RV owner should know about. There are maintenance issues that always occur. They're complicated rigs. They've got a lot of systems, but one of the things that almost always fails first are the slide toppers and the awnings. They get caught in the wind, the UV damage from the sunlight, and all of a sudden they're leaking and tearing off. So in this video, we're going to show you how we hired someone this time, because we did it last time, to replace the slide topper and also then to fix the awning and the motor.
This video is going to be very practical, very useful, very informative and a very educational video for all RV owners.
Yeah.
So keep on watching, okay?
We're going to have quite a bit of details on both processes and how they were disassembled and reassembled, so pay attention. It should help you out if you plan on doing this yourself.
Okay, let's get started. Woo! The awning got stuck. The motor is dead. It can extend but doesn't roll back. So now we have the RV repair guy come over and check out. So now he's taking a picture of the tag. So the tag shows the model number.
Yep, the arm and the part number for the fabric, for the tube, the motor.
Oh, motor number is there too.
The arm assembly tells you the style this is. Motor. There's no actual tag on the motor itself.
Will it be on the other end? This is motor.
This is the only motor. There's no motor on the other end.
Yeah, okay.
There's only a spring on the other end.
Okay.
This DC motor, when I applied power, it went out.
Yes.
But it won't come back in.
So that means the motor is dead.
The motor's dead.
So need to replace the motor. That's the last thing we want to hear.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's not good news to tell people that. That's something you never like to tell them. So here's the cord for the motor. It's not cut or anything. And let's power it.
But the cable is good, right?
The cable's good.
Nothing break.
If the cable was bad, when I jumped it at the brain,
you will not have a sound.
Nothing would have happened.
Yeah. When it's windy, only they will swing.
It'll buff it, but
the thing that it will not break the arms. Yeah. So we don't need to replace that. That's another good thing.
Yeah, but if it gets too windy, it will twist and bend the arms. You gotta be careful.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the other day too windy, and then the hot awning gonna flip over because we kind of saw there's a shadow all the way back at shower area.
If you're gonna have it out like this, you might want to
tie it down. Bad news for us. Need to replace awning, the motor.
The motor takes about an hour to swap it out.
Yeah, but
that's and it takes two people. Because like I said, I have somebody on a ladder holding the tube while I take the motor apart. And then trying to put it all back together.
Yeah, but the thing is the wait for the motor, right? You have to order, you don't know when.
That we won't know until our parts girl researches the numbers and finds out who has it, how much it is, when we can get it.
Do you know how much it usually costs?
I never look at the price.
You don't care about the price.
I don't care about the price. My job is to replace them. Yeah.
You have people to worry about that.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, we got power at the switch. We got power coming to the brain. You can hear the brain clicking, the relay on the brain clicking. I pulled this. You can see this. It says motor AB. Okay.
Yeah.
That's basically an in and an out.
Okay.
All it does is it's a DC motor. You put power in one way, it turns one direction. You put power in the other way, it turns the other way. So when we check the motor, pulled this off, put power directly to it. The motor went out, but it will not reverse and come back in. So I don't know if there's something wrong with the armature or one of the brushes, but it's not letting power. When you jump it manually, I can put. It was able to get the awning to go out even farther, but it won't reverse and come the other direction. So that's telling me it's the motor and not the control board, because I believe this could be obsolete. I've run into that before, but we're gonna call Carefree and find out
what's going on. If
this is a good number, if they still have them. What it's going to take, but I believe it's that head unit. So on the next pictures you'll see that is the part number for the arm assembly. Now, this is all the info on the arm. It's the style, the model, the motor, everything is all encoded in this.
So what if they don't make the same model anymore?
Oh, I don't even want to think about that. 'Cause that's something I don't want to have to tell you. I mean,
I always think about the worst.
I know. Well, you got to kind of prepare for the worst and then hope for the best.
That's why I always ask for the worst.
Yeah.
What if you cannot find it anymore?
That, I totally understand. So,
then we have to switch everything?
Yeah, well, I won't say everything. We'll find out. Let us find out from Carefree, Colorado, exactly what they want to, what's good and what's not, and what they want us to do. And then we'll go from there. And then that way you can make a decision on how you want to proceed.
So what if the worst case, we cannot find it and they don't make it anymore?
Well, they'll make a newer style.
Okay.
So basically it'll probably be...
So you can swap to a newer style.
To a newer style, right.
Okay.
Because all your control cables, the wiring going is all good.
But can they
will it interchange
adapt
with the new
to
stuff?
the new
Like I said, that we got to find out from Carefree. I don't want to say yay or nay because I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll get with Carefree and figure out exactly what you need and what's going on, and then we'll go from there. Inside where you can see where it's torn.
Yeah.
See
this is new. We just replaced it 2 years ago ourselves.
Those?
This one, yeah.
Really?
Is it because it's too tight?
No.
Every time when we put the slide on?
That's from the sun.
Oh, that's from the sun damage?
Yeah, it dries them out.
Oh.
See where you see daylight through them?
Yeah.
You touch them and your finger will go right through them.
Wow.
Yeah, see, it's all checkered and dried out.
Oh, it's dry out. It's not because of the tension, huh?
Yeah, that's because of the sun.
Okay.
There's a bunch of yellow jackets. Bee nests.
Oh. Well, we know we need to replace it because this is
old. Well, that's going to be the same. It's going to do the same thing. It's already showing sign. That's what those little cracks were. It's starting to do that. So you put more tension on the front one, and it's just going to tear faster. It's just going to get... The more tension on it, the more it's pulling, it's going to pull it apart.
So when we put the slide out, if we don't put too much out or fully out?
It doesn't matter if you put it out an inch or you put it all the way out. The fabric has the same amount of tension on it.
Oh, okay.
So
it's because of the material.
Yeah.
It's nylon.
And the spring.
Yep. Rear topper. Taking the...
Oh, yeah.
It's a big hole there.
Actually, 3. 2 and 3.
3 big holes.
Each one has a different part number. definitely need to replace both of the fabrics. The slide toppers are shot. Yeah, that first one, you can see, I mean, it's starting to dry out. Even though it's been replaced.
We saw it's a tension problem, so it's not. Actually, it's the sun dried it out.
Sun dried it out, I'm afraid. It's very brittle and very checkered on the top. And it's about ready to come apart. Now the problem with the rear one is that number, the part number part of the tag was rotted away. I got the serial number, so hopefully they can match that up with the serial number. Because here you get to the second one, you know, the rear one with the first hole, the second hole, and there's another third hole. So there's 3 holes in that fabric. But you see the tag?
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
You get it? Like that?
Thank you. The motor of our awning has been fail function
Intermittent.
for probably a month now. So the parts finally delivered. So today they finally have a time to come over and then replace the motor of the awning. Yeah, last couple of days it was so windy. We were so worried that the awning cannot stay, gonna break before they come repair it.
This side doesn't have tension. That side has tension. This is the motor side, yeah. So when you take the screws off,
There's spring tension on the left side. So the issue we had with this awning was this Colorado Freedom. It would go all the way out, but when you retract it, it would only come back half a revolution and it'd stop. What we think may have happened is one of the brushes may be catching coming backwards. So they're checking the old motor and now they're putting a new motor in to remedy the problem. He's checked voltage both at the controller and at the end by the motor to verify that the issue was at the motor end.
Pull the cover off. They're in here still. They're hard to get. There are some wires right here. I'm trying to do it this way. It's going to be this guy. I got to pull that. There's the heart. Got to get this little wind sensor off. The way they design this thing. So we'll get that off first, and then we'll get the new one on, and then try and get the wind sensor on after.
So now they're replacing the motor. The motor was dead.
See, I got to pull down on this. I got to get more tension to come down.
So now they are going to put the awning back to the motor.
I don't know if I have enough strength on that. There we go.
Good job. The awning back to the motor. Connect together.
Can you spin? Yep. Alright. You're done. You can let go. Now, we got to get the wind sensor transferred over to the new one. Got to get this guy off. Should be double-sided tape. Yep. There we go. Now, when we get this one off, I just hit the auto retract. Now it's going to go.
You want me to?
It's working!
Yeah, if you jar,
You want to back out?
yeah, but let it go through.
Okay.
If you jar that
Yeah, the sensor.
sensor, tightening it up.
I'll turn the auto track off.
No, it's okay. That's what I wanted to. We wanted to do that.
You're the best!
Now we can go somewhere.
I love you!
Yes, you can. All right, so go ahead and put it back out, and yeah, disable it for a second. Keep going.
Is there any lubing anywhere? I mean, I lube these rails, but is there any
Yeah,
lubing
the little dry lube on the sliders part, and that's all you need.
That's all, nothing up there?
No, because this is already greased from the factory.
There's also cotter pins that keep coming out of the other end. I don't know what that's to, but I keep pounding them down. They don't need to stay down. So I don't know if it's just not flanged, if I got to take the cover off and bend it back out.
It could be. It's hard to say.
Is that just the cover?
That's just
Okay.
well, it looks like I did tighten it, but I'm going to put a couple turns just to be on the safe side. Don't want to over tighten it. Alrighty. So now, there you go. So that part's done. Now the fun part, the slide top.
Yeah, those are a little harder to...
Yeah,
The spring bit me once already.
Oh.
Yeah, we can achieve our awning. Now we can go travel.
Right there, that's good. Perfect. If you do the same with the bedroom one, and we'll be good to go. About the same distance out.
You probably replace a lot of those.
Oh yeah, more of the Dometic style
Oh, really?
than this side, because the Dometic style is exposed to the air for the sunlight more than the metal covers, and they just seem to go faster.
Huh.
I mean, these, I do 10 of the Dometic style.
Probably because that roll is stretched on the side.
Inside,
Yeah.
it's exposed to the sun.
I
So
didn't think about that.
for every one of these, I do 10 of the other style. And I'll be ready, because when I get this loose, this is going to want to fall off. And I'm trying to figure out why this ain't coming.
You just want to make sure your end doesn't pull apart, because the spring will let go.
Let go. Yeah.
Trust me. I can't believe how quickly that topper wore, though. It's only 2 years old.
I need to keep the center ring from turning while I loosen the top. They both have tension. Lift up on your end.
It was raining hard the last couple of nights, so that's
why I let
water
it
on
rain
top
here,
of
so
the
it's gonna be
topper.
to the center.
Wow, lots of water.
You want to push that way or this way?
Yeah, my way, I think. Set it up on top for right now. You have a pin in there?
Yeah.
Alright, good. Mine won't pin. The center piece is turning. It's like it lost tension on this end or spun or something. There we go. That's what I wanted. You have that end pinned, right? This up, set it up in there.
Get the topper off.
That end's just a follow. Yep. Just follow the tensions right there. So we're going to probably put 2, maybe 3 more turns on it. We'll see what kind of tension it has once I get it set back in there and locked in. And then we'll give it a couple extra twists. How many did you put on it, do you remember?
5 or 6? We need 7, something like that?
Oh no,
I don't remember.
You need to be around 11.
Okay.
11 turns. Now they are going to replace the topper. Remove old topper.
So let's wipe the tube down.
So now they are going to slide the new topper in.
Pull it a little bit more.
So quick for them to put the new topper in.
Spin, so make sure we wind this in the right direction. So
put the new topper in.
I want to make sure we do this. Out like this. Should put it in backwards.
So before you slide in, you need
Because
to make sure that it's in the right direction.
Facing down. Pull it back out.
You hold that bar?
Yeah, hold that right there, just like that for a second.
So wrong side in. Now we have to do over again. If you do it yourself, make sure it's the right side before you slide it in.
Okay, now if you'll, I'll feed it. If you'll just grab this and walk with it that way.
That's a lot easier than the way I did it up top.
Wind
Gotta
it
put the
back.
coating on the top.
Just like that. And we'll go feed it back through. Hold it straight like that. There's not really that hard to do these. It's just time consuming.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's really a 2-man job at least.
Yeah. You can do it with one, but
Rebecca did it with me, but
she doesn't want to do it again.
I'm not that
short on
much
one
help.
We have to get that center. We need to get this on. Grab this. So we got to go down underneath. Yeah, I got to cut the pigtail off. That can gum up in the end. You got to do the same on your end, because that'll catch in here if you don't. Get your cap in there though first. Get your cap before I start mine. I don't want to start the center bolt first and then try and spin the cap into place. So that's going to be the fun part. Go ahead and pull that pin.
So now it's tensioning it, right?
yeah.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to put a few more turns on that. Alright.
Done this one?
Now I gotta tension it tight.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
How?
pull that cap, pin it again, and we're gonna have to put more a little bit more tension on it. This still doesn't have enough. I'm gonna move the ladder down, and I'm gonna hold the tube. And what you gotta do is you gotta grab the end, make sure you got a good bite so it won't come off. And then you gotta pull the pin and then add a bunch more tension to that, okay? If you want, you can hold the tube, I'll pull the pin and let all the tension off, but it'll come out. You gotta be careful that that tube will slide out if you're not careful. If it does, we're screwed because it'll come unhooked. Okay, this is the hard part. Yep.
How many?
At least 4 or 5. Okay, then put the pin back in where you can. Okay, put the cover back on. Can you pull the fabric that way just a little bit? Yeah, oh no, right there, that's good.
Alright.
So I can put the set screw in.
Watch out.
I got it.
That looks better.
Yeah.
Came back fast too.
Yeah. Pull it.
Why? So
It's not in there. Pull it up.
no. Oh yeah, it's that one.
It's in? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to leave the cap on since this is so small. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the middle pin and just slide the whole assembly that way. Take your end cap all the way off. Leave this one attached since it's so small. And we're just going to slide everything that way. They get a little corroded, a little rough.
Oh, yeah.
Pull this off. There we go. There we go. So they just get a little corroded up there. I'm going to leave this end like that. So we're going to slide it out, roll it up a little bit. So let's pull this one off. We're going to make sure we got it the right direction. Alright, so turn it around. So always take it out the way it goes. Ooh, yeah, look at that corrosion.
Off the screen. Want me to pull over here? Okay, more?
Yeah, that's it.
Let's get this. Careful, honey. Tip it over and dump all that. Get as much heck crap out of it as we can.
You got some pine trees in there.
Yeah, you had a. Looks like you caught one right on the edge. There's a piece of bark wedged in underneath here.
Yeah.
There's no center pinch to grab. Okay? So you just gotta hold it. Get up and over. It's gotta go inside. Okay? Give me a second. Got it. Let me cut the tail off this end. So now I put this like that. Go ahead and put your end back on. That should match up exactly the same. Now the pins, you know, the pins on the end are spring loaded. They'll push in and out. At least they're supposed to be.
How often should I reseal the roof also? Every year?
Depends on how it gets and how hot it gets and how much it dries it out. I would check it every couple, you know, like every 4 months or so. Go up there and make sure you don't have any seams that are starting to open up or anything.
It's done. Bird topper's done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
You don't think it needs to tighten any more than that?
Oh no. You gotta remember, you're not out all the way yet.
Right.
You put too much tension on it, you could possibly pop that spring, and then you're really screwed.
Right.
Okay, so now we are going to put the rear slide out and test. Is everything okay? After they put the new topper on. Looks good. Tighten and flat.
Prefer to have it more towards the body or towards the roller?
More, like almost in the middle. That way it'll run off to the front and drip and run to the back and drip. Because the way it sets up now is what happens is that it fills up with water and it stretches the material down and then it drips. And then it's
not really working very well.
Yeah.
How about topper? And the slide motor is all fixed. Now we can go travel. Woohoo! Thank you, John.
Well, you're welcome, darling. Thank you very much for the business. You have a wonderful day,
Yeah.
and I hope you have a nice, trouble-free.
Yeah,
rest of the time.
forget.
Just remember to pull it in
Yeah,
when it gets
we
windy
will.
or rains.
Yeah, of
Don't
course
leave
we
it
will
out.
not. No.
Okay?
Thank you, John.
You're
we
welcome.
love you.
You have a great day.
You too. Now we can go travel. They are very nice. RV restore and repair. So if you need your RV repair, call them. John is a super nice guy.
This is Jose.
See ya.
When you live in them full time and you leave them out full time,
Yeah.
that equals a lifetime of use of these. You remember, these are only designed to be out 3 or 4 days, used a couple times a month. Same with the RV. You know, they're not really designed to be lived in full time. So the material is out there. If it's out for 6 months, that's equal to almost a whole whole lifetime.
Yeah, double of the time.
Lifetime of the fabric. So when you have them out and you're full timing like this, preventative maintenance is the key on everything. Anything that's plastic or vinyl, the sun will just kill
Killed
it.
it, yeah.
Just kill them. So you gotta condition them. I know it's a pain in the butt getting up there doing it, but you pick one day every 6 months, and you go, okay, this is my roof conditioning day, and you get up there and you clean the AC covers
Yeah,
and
the
coat them,
seal and
all this
everything.
rubber seals and the awnings, and it's going to take the whole day, and
Yeah.
it's going to be a pain, but it prolongs the life
Yeah,
of the
for the
unit.
long run.
For the long run, right.
You don't want to
So-
spend a big bucks, right?
Right.
Like this
mean,
case.
Yeah.
But how
so-
can we prevent the awning thing?
The awning, that's just a fluke. The motor just gave out. And it's funny is most of the time I find is that the awnings won't go out.
Oh, not in our
coming-
case.
not coming in, so they're usually stuck in the end, and trying to get them open is just as much a pain as it is getting them out, or getting them full in. So
Is it first case you see?
no.
Oh.
I've had them where they died halfway out.
Oh, okay.
They're just going, and all of a sudden, that's
Stopped.
it, and that's it. There's no way to forecast or predict that's going to happen.
You cannot tell.
Yeah, you don't know until
You're
I hate
dead.
to say it, till it died, till it doesn't. Yeah.
Is it possible to switch to a manual awning, you think?
Yeah, no. Yes, and I mean this is set up for the power,
Okay.
and the manuals mount different.
Oh, okay.
So if you changed it, you'd have holes that aren't there that you don't need,
Okay.
and and it's covering that up. I mean, anything's possible. It just depends on if
Yeah,
you want to pay
because-
for it. That's because there's a lot of modification. They're not the same. It'd be nice if they made everything standard, so you could interchange. Like
Yeah, if it happens
take a
to-
manual awning
yeah.
and put a motor assembly
Yes.
on it, and then it's a power.
Yeah,
No,
and
they
then
don't think that way. They make them. They're
One
totally
way.
separate systems.
yeah, if we can switch, from a motor to manual, it will be
Right.
easier. In this case, we can still manually roll it in.
Right.
Until
Or
it's
if you can
fixed.
get a couple people to come, your husband can get a
Roll
couple
it
people
back.
to help.
But
keep
the
it on.
thing still goes out. The arm still goes out, right?
Once the fabric's rolled up on the tube,
Okay.
it's the tension on the fabric that holds the arms in the end plate.
Oh.
That's why you can't just fold it in and tape, because the material's flapping,
flapping,
and
yeah.
it won't be able to roll it. So what you do is you take this arm assembly, the head off, the motor off the tube,
Okay.
roll the fabric up, close the arms, put the motor back on, fasten it back on, and then it's in. It can't open because the fabric's going to stop it.
Okay, got it.
And like I say, it's going to take a couple people.
Yeah.
Don't just try it with two, because you'll find that you'll get to a certain spot and you need that third hand.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh God, now what do we do?
Got stuck.
Kind of stuck. Exactly. Kind of stuck there. Unhold the arm in the tube,
Yeah.
and then you got to slowly
Roll
it,
back.
move it, roll it in, and then put the motor. That's the problem with the power awnings.
Yes.
You know, the manual ones you can roll up by hand. If you're gonna have it out like this, you might want to tie it down, but you want to put a spring on the end.
Yeah, so you can
So it
have
has a little
suspension.
bit of give. Yeah, because you make it just solid tight, other things will start to bend and break.
Yeah.
And you don't want that.
No.
Because these are very expensive awnings.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So how can we prevent it in the future?
You gotta condition that vinyl. You gotta find some kind of protectorant that you like, whether it be Armrall or 303 or wires number 40, you know, any kind of vinyl rubber to keep it pliable so it doesn't dry out and start to crack just from the sun. There's no way to stop that being the vinyl material. You know, like on other units, like you look at that unit over there, that's an actual fabric. That's an acrylic fabric.
So it's
so
better.
It lasts long.
Okay.
I
Vinyl.
don't think they make a fabric for these style slide toppers. So unless you maintain them, they're gonna, the sun's
So
gonna kill 'em.
even though when we replace it, we cannot choose the fabric one.
I do not believe that they make one. I could be
Oh,
wrong.
okay.
I don't know.
So this is from the RV manufacturer, right? It's not like an awning from different factory.
No, this is another. This is Carefree of Colorado too. Makes slide toppers.
Oh, okay, it's all
Tiffin
Colorado.
has nothing to do with that. That's all Carefree Colorado.
Okay.
Now, the other thing you can do is, you know, when these are out like this, or a good rain will let these do this.
Yeah, I know.
And sag and stretch it. Once they stretch, now we're going back.
Yeah.
When it's out, you need to make up a little platform that'll, since you're full timing it, that'll teepee those, okay?
Yeah.
So a lot of guys make a T out of like thin 1x1s, and then you take
slide that in there.
and you put a pool noodle, slice it down in,
soft.
keep it soft, and then it has that so it doesn't have a wear point,
Okay.
and then that will help from drying out.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
We normally, when it's raining heavy, we'll just tip the leveler down, you know, on one end. That helps a lot.
Helps a lot. Yeah. Problem is it's so long. People don't realize a good heavy downpour, it'll collect 20 gallons of water in less than a minute. I mean, it'll just, and that weight.
So you need to have that board all the way across then.
All the way across. Whole length of the slide.
Have you had these issues before? If so, how did you fix it?
Let us know down below in the comments section and tell us, and it'll help our community out, help those other people that own RVs so they can take care of this problem also. We really thank you for subscribing to our channel as always, and if you haven't, click down below, and don't forget we also have our Patreon channel where we have different videos, week early subscription issuance of the video.
The videos will never publish on the YouTube. You will not see here. Okay, thanks for
Till next
watching.
week.
Yeah.
See you on Vie Flottante. Bye.